YouTube? This is Hart Collects Comics. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. As always, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. This one won't be too long, but it marks a little bit of a milestone for myself and my YouTube channel. It's 1 year that I've been in the community, and I've really enjoyed being a part of the YouTube community. There are so many fantastic people that I've had a chance to meet, by watching videos. So many great YouTubers out there, and it's amazing because there's really a lot of stuff that I've learned, books, and background on books that I have not, known about, things that have piqued my interest. And, definitely, I've also met some friends, my buddy Reaper Tate, Anthony, who I had a chance to meet and shoot a video with. You guys, some of you might have seen that. And I also met him at a convention we got up recently over the summer. And while at that convention, I had a chance to meet Vince, Semper Fi comic guy, who's also a fellow New Jerseyan. And Vince is just a great guy. Of course, many of you who are subscribed to my channel are already subscribed to his. He does a lot of great contests. He's a really down-to-earth fellow. He's a military man who served our country. So definitely happy to have met people like this. Manny NYC is another guy who I've bumped into at cons. Really nice guy. And Ira, Comics Quest, who's been a little quiet lately. I'm waiting for Ira to come out of retirement. But Ira's a great guy who has fantastic books in his collection. And, I've met a lot of good people as a result of the YouTube community. And I'm just happy to be a part of it. So yes, October 2nd or 3rd, I forget what day, was my 1 year mark. So I thought it'd be cool to do a nice contest. I'm going to keep it very simple. There's going to be 2 prizes, 2 good prizes, or at least I think so, and I hope that you guys will think so as well. The first time that I did, I tried to do an entry, a contest video rather. It didn't work out as I initially panned out, and one of the things that I did was I set like a limit, with regards to how many entries and the prize, so that it was kind of worthwhile and not just like 2 or 3 people. Regardless, I'm going to do this. I don't care how many folks enter. There are some folks that I know out there who watch my channel, and I'm appreciative of that. And as a thank you for sticking around for this 1 year ride, which I've enjoyed, and I hope that you have as well, seeing books in my collection and hearing me rant. I'm going to do 2 prizes, and I'll show those off in a second. The details for it are very simple. As usual, be sub to the channel, of course. The second thing is I want you to show off a book or a series, a character perhaps, that you think other people should really get into, that you highly recommend. And I'm going to give an example of that and what I mean. One of the characters that I fell in love with, and I don't know, at some point in 2015, I guess, through a Facebook group that I'm a part of, was, and if you guys have watched some of my videos, you might have heard me talk about him, is Reed Fleming, The World's Toughest Milkman. This is an indie publication, from the 1980s, done by David Boswell, who is a Canadian artist. And he's an absolutely fantastic character who I fell in love with. This is the magazine-size version of the book. It was produced, I believe, by Eclipse Comics. I forget who the publishing company was, but I believe Eclipse did many of the regular comic book prints. But this one here, the magazine size, I'm not 100% sure. But I also have an IDW book, a volume, which is on my shelf now. Actually, I let someone borrow it, a friend of mine. It's an IDW, compilation of all Reed Fleming stories, and it's a character that I fell in love with. I come from a background of comic books that really was just kind of superhero. I started off with Spider-Man and Thor. My dad was a Thor fan from the Bronze Age, and, so I didn't even know anything about this character. And when I decided to take a gamble off the recommendation of a friend who highly recommended it, it's absolutely hilarious. He has a deplorable job that most people would loathe, but he does it his way. He drinks rye whiskey on the job, goes home in the middle of his shift to watch a very odd and weird television episode. And, he smokes joints occasionally, has a weird group of friends that he hangs out with. The artwork is very detailed and meticulous, and, it's something that I was not familiar with that has become one of my favorite reads. So that's why I thought it'd be cool to, do a contest where you guys out there would recommend to fellow YouTubers, you know what I mean, a book or series that you highly recommend others give a shot. I want you to be a little bit detailed with this. Don't just show off the book and, call it a day. Explain and sell me on why you think that others should go out there and give this series a shot. Someone tried to sell me on this, and I would have never heard of it otherwise, and it was one of the best decisions that I made because it's made for some very enjoyable reading. So basically, that's it. Sub to the channel, show off a book or series, and talk about show off the actual books, however many you so choose, and tell me why you think that you recommend others should read it as well. Now, as a bonus, you don't have to do this, but if you do, I'll put your name in a second time. Join the Facebook group that my buddy Miguel and I recently started, Comic Collectors Corner. It's basically a great place to gather and see, books that have fantastic covers, to see slab books, to see regular raw books, to hear people talk about things that they collect, just like we do here in YouTube, but on Facebook. And, if some of you guys I know are already subscribed, like Don the Comic Book Junkie, for example, and Reaper Tate and a few other guys, let me know that if I miss you. But if you enter the contest and you join this group, I'll throw your name in twice in addition to the video that you do. So as for the prizes, there'll be two. No matter how many people enter, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give these away. The first one, the second place prize, is going to be two variants of some, Michael Turner variants that people, I think were very well received in the comic book community. I got multiple copies of each, which is why I'm happy to offer one as a prize for this contest. So the first one will be the Batman Rebirth, which I believe was the first of the Turner variants to hit the market when the Rebirth launched. Beautiful cover here. And this is an unread copy. The way that they sent it to me is the way that I will send it to you. Now, the second one is another Rebirth variant, Michael Turner, Harley Quinn. And these will both be together the second place prize. Now, this is also unread, but both copies that I ordered from the Aspen website came with a printing defect. So it doesn't matter which one I put up, they both have it, but it's not anything that big of a deal. You might not be able to even see it, but if you see here in the corner, there is like a tricolored bar that did not get cut off properly at printing on the cover. But aside from that, it's an unread, perfect condition copy. So this will be the second place prize for those whoever gets a name gets called. The first one, I was like, what am I going to do for the first place prize? I figured if I'm going to do a contest, since I don't do many, I'm gonna go all out. So I'm going to give a slabbed CGC book for the grand prize. It's a CGC graded 9.8 Star Wars variant cover by Stan Sakai. I picked up two of these raw and had them graded. I wanted to sell one, and it didn't sell, actually. So not that I'm trying to get rid of a comic that I don't want, but it was an extra that I had in my collection, and it's a pretty damn cool cover. So I thought, I don't need two in my collection. Why not offer one up as a prize to folks out there? I love Stan Sakai. Of course, you guys know him for Usagi Yojimbo, the samurai rabbit that he has become famous for. But this is a fantastic, I'm trying to fight the glare here, pardon me guys. But this is a fantastic, cover, and I'll show a picture of this at the end of the video. A fantastic cover, of Darth Vader battling Yoda in Stan Sakai style. So again, this is 9.8 in the pre-problematic cases. So this is a beautiful case. I'll have a plastic baggie, of course, that I'll mail to you, all free of charge. But this will be the grand prize, Star Wars CGC 9.8, number one. So that's it, my friends. I'm going to run the contest. Right now, it is October 4th. I'm going to run the contest all the way to Halloween. And then on Halloween, I will draw the winners, perhaps live. I'm not sure. I've never given live videos a shot. But either which way, I'll probably do. My son, I did a contest for the Comic Collectors Corner, and my son picked the, when we got to 100 subscribers. So my son picked the winner, and he enjoyed that. So maybe I'll do that again. I'll have my son Michael pick the winner, and that's it, guys. Again, thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate it. And again, the contest will run until October. 2 simple rules: be subscribed to the channel, and show off a book or series in your collection, and tell me why you highly recommend others read it and give it a shot. And then, of course, the bonus entry if you join the Facebook group Comic Collectors Corner, and I will leave a link for this at the end, bottom below in the info. Thanks again, guys. Catch you guys down the line.